Hi, so the new releases for July for Image and DC have come out now. So I'll be doing a video just looking at the new number ones or special issues that are coming out for the month of July. And we'll start with Image. There's a few that look quite interesting. There's one that I'm not keen on, but I'm sure some die-hard fanboys will be, which is, of course, Badrock number one. Rob Liefeld's number one, written by and allegedly drawn by Rob Liefeld. Obviously, we don't know how much of that will be done by him, but it's a Youngblood spin-off of the so-called Youngblood favourite. 32 pages, $4.99. Youngest and most dynamic member of the world's greatest super squad blasts off in his own solar spotlight when Badrock's mum is abducted. Yeah, trees have died for this comic. That's all I'll say. Next up, which this one I'm much more interested in. It's Exquisite Cups is a spin-off of Rascal Randy, one of the standout killers from the main series. It's going to be a mini series, and it's $3.99. I think it's going to be either 5 or 6 issues, and it's written by Tyler Boss. And he's actually drawing it as well, so I definitely will be picking that up. I love that whole franchise. And then we've got a new volume of Starhenge. This is book 2, Kiss for Atticus by Liam Sharp. Does the writing and the drawing. I think he's an amazing artist. I'm not keen on him as a writer, so I will not be picking this up. But he has got a lot of fans. $3.99. Have gorgeous artwork, but he's just a clunky writer for my liking. I think it's just going to be 4 issues long as well, this. And then we have a one-shot, which is Dread the Hall. I think there was a one-shot last year as well. So this is set in the world of Comic-Cons, conventions, and yeah, it's a horror-centric comic written by Jordan Mart and Chris Ryall. I love the cover. I don't think I'll be buying it, but the cover looks awesome, and it's $6.99. If you've read the other one, then I think it's going to be a similar flavour to the first one. One which I will be getting, because this is a no-brainer. It's Do a Power Bomb, but in black and white, so it's going to be very, very manga-centric in how it looks. What it's doing, it's going to be 3 volumes, $5.99 on each volume, going to be chunky issues, and it's basically collecting the whole series just in 3 volumes, but in glorious black and white. This is how I want to read Do a Power Bomb, and I will be picking this up. I cannot wait. This is quite possibly my most anticipated release from Image in July. Really, really excited for this. But one which I'm really pleased to see, Feral will have reached issue 25 in July. It's going to be an extra sized issue. Stray Dogs have been incorporated into the series as well. If you've not been reading Feral, I highly recommend picking up the collected editions. It's one of my favourite series I've read in many, many years. It's heartwarming and it's heartbreaking at the same time. A perfect comic. And now we will be taking a look at what's coming out in July from DC. There's not that many, which I'm pleased to say, because it's been a chock full year for DC so far, so it's nice to take a bit of a breather. I don't think there's really anything. There's just one title that I'm looking for, but we'll look at that now. Okay, so first up from DC, we have from Vertigo Comics, 100 Bullets, the US of Anger. So the original creative team, Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Risso, return. So 100 Bullets returns, and it's 8 issues, and it's in glorious black and white. I think Eduardo Risso's artwork will really shine, and it's natural black and white pen and ink. It's going to be so good. Definitely getting that. $3.99, 40 pages. And then we have a 6-issue miniseries of Clayface Celebrity Dirt by horror writer Jude Ellison Estoyle, and art and cover by Frank Galen. Obviously, they're doing like a preemptive strike on the upcoming release of the film, so they're kind of giving it a horror skew on a familiar Batman character, so that'd be interesting. 6 issues, $3.99. I might trade weight for that. And we have a landmark issue, Action Comics 1100, done by the usual gang of creators, Mark Waid, Joshua Williamson, Sophie Campbell, and Dan Slott, so the current Superman teams, with art by Skylar Partridge, Ryan Suck, Daniel Samper, Dan Mora, and Lucas Mayer. $5.99, but 56 pages, so that is good value. I'll be getting that because I'm getting Action Comics anyway now. So, yeah, definitely look forward to that. Always happy to get something like that. And then we have a special one-shot, Justice League Night Vision special. This is a team of maybe Batman's 2 greatest enemies. Well, one enemy, one frenemy. And this is a team-up book between Lex Luthor and Batman. So as of the spin-off of DCKO, some villains are now like on a trial basis try their hand at being a hero. There is a blurb on this screen if you want to freeze frame it and read more in depth about what the story is about. But it's $5.99, 48 pages by Mark Waid and Joshua Williamson, arts by Miguel Mendonica. I don't really collect the Justice League, so I won't get that, but if you are, then it's worth checking out. And then there's a brand new series of Dark Knights of Steel, so this is volume 2, with issue 1 coming out by Tom Taylor, Otto Schmidt, who did DC vs. Vampires art, and it's 40 pages, $4.99, 12 issues, and then there's a one-shot special, Dark Knights of Steel, Heir to the Sea by Tom Taylor, Riccardo Federici. This is the focusing on this Elseworlds version of Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, 48 pages, one shot, $5.99. And then we have, there's quite a few annuals coming out, but I just wanted to focus on this one. This is the Batman Superman World's Finest 2026 annual. And the reason I wanted to focus on this one, it's the coolest team up ever. It's Jonathan Kent and Alfred. And it says, the original meant to be having a really relaxing night out, but after an emergency leads Batman and Superman into a trap, it's up to the father figures to jump into the fray. This is going to be so good, especially with Mark Waid, Mark Russell on writing with Tyrone Finch. And then we have a one-shot DC Hawk Girl Summer Special, 80 pages, $9.99, so this will be in the square-bound format with loads of different creators. It says summer has arrived and so is your perfect juicy beach read. Hot off the presses, this collection of scorching news stories showcases the babes and bombshells of the DC universe slaying the summer. So focus on all the characters that are like first traps in the DC universe. If you like that type of thing, then I heartily recommend that. So that's it. Marvel will be coming soon. Bye.